Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a video which has been requested quite a few times, finally got around to filming it, and it's a rundown of the Stella McCartney perfume range. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes. Do subscribe. I upload videos every week about all different perfumes and I love taking your requests as well. So Stella McCartney actually only has on her website like a few perfumes that she still like officially makes, but some of the older ones, which I guess are discontinued, are still available on various websites. As always, I'll leave links down below to where you can get these perfumes in Americas and in UK. So I've included ones that you can still get even though they're not on her website, because you can still get them and I quite like them, so I didn't want to miss them out. So let's get into it. So let's start off with her Stella by Stella McCartney. I think this was the first one that she released, and this one has been out since 2003. It's still sold and I assume this is the bestseller, and it's the sort of original Stella McCartney perfume. This is a floral perfume. Pretty much all her fragrances are floral, and this one is centered around the rose. There is some peony in here, some amber to help it last, and a little bit of citrus in the initial spray, but basically I'd say the smell is 60% roses. I find it quite a like strong rose, so if you really like the rose smell, then this is for you. It really does smell like picking up a rose and smelling it, a bunch of roses from the flower shop. Really, really rosy. In terms of lasting, I'd say this is okay. It is an Eau de Parfum. You're probably going to get 4 hours out of this, I'd say. But what's good is you can usually get it at a reasonable price. It's often on offers, I guess because it's been out for so long, so it's not new and exciting anymore. But this is definitely one that I would put down for rose lovers. There is also an Eau De Toilette version which comes in the light blush pink bottle. So this still has rose as its main note. I'd say it has a bit more of that peony in, which is a very light floral, fresh floral, airy floral. But she's added in some freesia, some violet leaf, and kind of hyped up the citrus as well in the beginning. So it's less dominated by the rose, basically. You've got a little bit of other florals, a little bit of citrus, the peony's there, so, and then the rose. So it's not as much about the rose as the original Eau de Parfum. But the one thing I would say, this is an Eau de Toilette. It's the kind of thing that you could just get and like spray like 10 sprays all over you. It feels really light and fresh, but you're not going to get a long time like of lasting out of this because it is an Eau de Toilette. What is quite cool about these Stella ones is they come in a 30ml bottle, which is basically like a little capsule type thing, so really easy to go in your handbag. So you could really easily get the 30ml, have it in your handbag and spray it throughout the day. I think that's much better than having a little glass bottle. It's instead something that's like really convenient and easy to carry around. In 2017 she released Stella Peony. This is probably my favorite of the three, just because the rose is gone and instead the peony is the star of the show. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love peonies. I just think it's such a cute feminine floral, and it's not heavy potpourri floral. It's a fresh spring, kind of almost dewy, like a spring morning when there's dew on a peony. That's what this smells like. She's also put patchouli in here, not a lot, just in the heart, and I love patchouli and it really helps the perfume last, and I think it makes it a modern type smell. There's cedar wood, geranium, freesia, the amber's back in the base, so a little bit more complex, but having a perfume where peony is the star of the show is just lovely. I like the red bottle. Yeah, I think this is definitely my favourite of the three Stellas. So the recent perfume range addition to the Stella McCartney perfume world was Pop. Now this is a really light, fresh perfume. It's predominantly a light tuberose, this frangipane. She's used tomato leaf, and there's violets and musk in the center, and again that little bit of sort of mandarin citrus in the initial spray. But I have to say that this is definitely a light perfume. This is not heavy. It kind of feels almost like sparkling and transparent like the bottle is. That's how it feels. It's definitely good for someone who wants something quite easygoing, fresh, perhaps in a hot climate, and doesn't want to like make a big entrance, big scene with their perfume. They want something fairly like conservative and neutral. This would probably be quite a safe gift because it's difficult to dislike it. It's a very typical feminine smell, fresh. I can't imagine anyone hating the smell. She then, a year later, released Pop Bluebell, which, you guessed it, has that like bluebell smell to it. So imagine going through like an English wood, picking up a bluebell and smelling it. You know, bluebells are not something that has a very strong fragrance. Apart from that, the notes are the same as the original, so it is relatively similar. It's probably just a little bit like that bluebell, slightly sweet and pretty. Do I prefer this to Pop? I think so. I think I prefer Pop Bluebell just because it's a little bit more different and interesting, and there aren't really many bluebell type perfumes out there, so it's just a bit more unusual and special. But again, you're not going to get a huge amount of like depth or long lasting out of this. This is a simple, easygoing perfume. And then lastly, I had to feature l.i.l.y, or l.i.l.y, capitals with full stops in between. This has been discontinued, but you can still get it from some places. And I really loved this perfume. I found it such a sparkling feminine smell. It is predominantly lilies, and I don't normally like lilies, but I liked this because it's like a sparkling lily rather than a heavy floral lily. It also has patchouli in, which is probably why I like it. I love my patchouli. You've got oak moss in here, pink pepper, and a fair amount of musk as well. So imagine if you took Narciso Rodriguez and filled it with like a fresh lily and patchouli. That's what this like reminds me of. It's the kind of thing I can imagine someone wearing who wears like Coco Mademoiselle or something like feminine and pretty, but with patchouli, and so it still is like stronger compared to something like Pop, which is very like subtle. I love the bottle. I think it's really pretty and shiny and sparkly, and I'm so sad this was discontinued. I thought this was a really good perfume. I always used to recommend this to people when I was selling perfumes. It came out around the time when I was working in perfumes, and I always used to recommend it. I just think it's classy smell, like classy British smell. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think about the Stella McCARTNey perfume range. Do you have any of these? Have you tried them? And I don't know like what countries they're available in, if it is available like in every country, I don't know, but it's all available on the internet, girl, so I've left those links down below. Do give the video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more perfume reviews. I would love to have you here as a little subscriber in my little perfume world. But that's it, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!